Dear colleagues, I would like to share with you my reflections, experience, and observation regarding the process of obtaining informed consent or assent from research participants with intellectual disabilities. Informed consent is one of the basic pillars of research ethics. Its purpose is to ensure that every individual can voluntarily participate in a study, having received clear and sufficient information about what participation entails. The situation becomes more complex when participants experience communication challenges and, in many cases, have limited perceptual or cognitive abilities, as is often true for persons with intellectual disabilities. I was found that the process of obtaining informed consent or assent from individuals with intellectual disabilities is often complicated by their limited ability to fully comprehend the implications of the participation. These challenges primarily stem from the participants' communication limitations and their reduced perceptual capacities. The analysis showed that several strategies can effectively support the communication of information related to the informed consent or assent. These include simplified or easy-to-read language, pictograms, or other graphic representation, and appropriate research support in clarifying any difficulties or uncertainties that may arise. The most significant challenges concern the verification of feedback provided by participants. However, even in this area, materials adapted to the participants' needs and abilities, combined with the support of a properly trained researcher, can effectively address these dilemmas. Informed consent or assent has become standard practice in scientific research. However, it requires flexible and customized forms and communication methods to be truly effective. Obtaining consent or assent from individuals with intellectual disabilities should be guided not only by ethical partly and, and compliance with the United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons with Disabilities, but also by the recognition that the process is particularly demanding for this population. The successful fulfillment of this requirement serves as a proof of concept for the adopted study design. This is one of the reasons behind the proposal to implement plain language in all documents, indeed for individuals with intellectual disabilities. The findings will enable the formulation of principles and criteria for good research practices, the proposal of procedures for communicating information about the study, and recommendations for conducting research in such environments. Given the above difficulties, it seems of utmost importance to take an individualized approach to research participants. In turn, such personalization requires the adoption of a specific attitude on the part of the researcher along with an adequately flexible strategy for conducting research and collecting empirical data. Good practice involves not only theoretical and methodological rigor, but also integrity and training in ethical awareness. Indeed, the researcher should pursue a partnership with the study participants by attempting to co-create a common shared reality. Thank you for your attention.